One of the benefits of playing a Monster Hunter game on a modern gaming system, be it PlayStation 4, Switch or on PC, is it allows capabilities for the games to feel more dynamic and breathing with life. The recent 5th generation in particular made effective use with the systems that these games were played in allowing the world to feel more lively, with the obvious updated graphics and each locale being filled to the brim with various endemic life and interactive objects. Being in the world of Monster Hunter has never been more immersive. The positives of being in a modern gaming system definitely includes more action-packed cutscenes for monsters. I used to remember back in the day where an introduction scene for a monster basically consists of said monster just performing its attacks on camera, and sometimes if you're lucky, they might attack a weaker monster to really show how much of a threat they are. But as the series has changed through different consoles, so too did the cutscenes. More things are happening on the screen, monsters themselves are doing more actions than just performing their default animations, and the player themselves are now shown being in the scene. The intro cutscenes might not be a huge aspect to most people playing the games, but their evolution in how well animated they've become perfectly complements in how well the later games have felt more vibrant. However, none of these examples come even close in regards to immersiveness and more so popularity amongst Monster Hunter fans than the turf wars. Hunting monsters are fun, but watching two monsters duke it out in a cinematic battle that might or might not aid the hunter in the hunt has been one of the most fun features to come out of World. Aside from the spectacle of watching monsters fight, you really get a sense of which creature stands on a food chain and how well one particular monster can stand up to another. Going back to the main point of immersiveness, turf wars bring back the player to simply existing in a world that has conflict amongst creatures and a hierarchy between them. Turf wars are seamless, they're not scripted events, and you don't necessarily need to do much to trigger one. Like with the intro cutscenes, it's a major benefit for the games being played on a modern console. Having said all that, the past generations did do what they could to give you a sense of immersion, albeit with less flashier animations or mechanics. Back in the old days of old school Monster Hunter, where there's no room for special interactions between different monsters or random ecological events played out in the locale, you had to use the tools you have to the best of your abilities. Fortunately for the games back then, you had the next best thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ecology videos. You can't really have elaborate action sequences and well animated cutscenes on a humble PSP. That'll definitely destroy the poor thing from the inside, so you have to take the less demanding route. Videos, or more specifically 480p short clips that give you a rough idea on how each monster lives in their natural habitat. From the first Monster Hunter game all the way up to Sunbreak, it's been a long recurrence that once you're done hunting a monster, the intro cutscene for the respective monster gets later saved on the game's gallery for you to watch at your own time. For particular monsters, along with the intro cutscenes, you get to unlock these special pre-rendered cutscenes that have respective monsters appear in different situations. The Ecology videos showcase a clear context in how each monster behave in their natural habitat or how they deal with other monsters invading their territory. These range from the method in which the monster hunts its prey, fending off intruders or nuisances in their territory, the daily life of these creatures in their habitat, special occasions like the Kushala Daora shedding its skin, and most excitingly, early turf wars between two monsters. Despite these clips being no longer than 2 minutes long, and honestly being not as flashy or elaborate as most cutscenes in modern Monster Hunter titles, these Ecology videos back then did more than enough to give the players a good idea in how some monsters live and behave in their natural environments. Additionally, each Ecology videos definitely gives some monsters charm and personality, like with the Kurapeko in particular. And the music and tone used for each clip help distinguish each scenario surprisingly well. To put it into perspective, imagine being back in 2010, where information on the ecology of these monsters aren't really as detailed, or you're left with are the short in-game descriptions, and if you're lucky, you might get some NPC giving you a rough idea on how these creatures act in the world. So naturally, these Ecology videos are actually a handy way of displaying these monsters just living their life, like a small documentary of sorts. Oh, and also, watching these clips back then as a kid was the shit. Some of these Ecology videos on first viewing literally blew my mind back then when I was young, and they really captured my imagination with regards to the monsters in the series. But with the advent of more powerful hardware and the aforementioned quality of life added to the current generation, the Ecology videos have somewhat become a thing of the past, however. Turf wars, environmental interactions, monster hunting their own prey, marking their territory around the locale, Monster Hunter World, and to a smaller extent Rise, are comprehensive enough that these games have integrated the idea of Ecology videos to the gameplay. You could honestly say that the 5th gen has become advanced enough that the Ecology videos are in the gameplay rather than in a separate video. And as sad as it sounds, these videos aren't really necessary anymore. With more cinematic cutscenes and animations being more obtainable with the current games, it's unfortunately understandable that there's no need for them. Watching the same clip over and over again can become repetitive. Why bother going to the gallery section when you could just play the game and witness these events in real time? And just compare these Ecology videos to the cinematic, action-filled cutscenes in Sunbreak. So chances are they might not come back in future installments. Although, as dated as these videos are, you cannot deny the charm that these short videos had while they were present in the older Monster Hunter games. And for what it's worth, they did more than enough in adding to the world building and immersion. The last set of Ecology videos would appear in Generations Ultimate as the introduction scenes for the Fated 4 and Valstrax, and after that, the Arrival of World introduced a new set of immersion for the players to the world of monsters. Though there is still some nostalgia for these old Ecology videos. Maybe they might come back for the newer games, or maybe not. But whatever the case, don't leave yourself out of the discussion. Comment down below what's your favorite Ecology video, do you think these clips should come back in future games, and do you think this Keza video is the most disgusting thing ever? Write them down below, leave a like at the end if you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you later.